Hey there, welcome back. Today's video is one that is requested quite a bit, and it is my morning skincare routine. I don't do an evening skincare routine, like I haven't done a post or a video or anything specifically on my evening skincare routine because that is the routine where I tend to switch things up regularly. That's where I test out a lot of different products and can kind of interchange things here and there and not have the, possibility of it irritating my skin where I don't have the time to fix it. So in the morning, if I try something new and I'm testing out new products all the time and something doesn't react or something reacts to me, or I have, a breakout or any type of reaction of some sort, I don't have the time to fix it because I have to get ready and get to work. So at nighttime, I can more take the time to kind of try out different products and whatnot, because if I do have a reaction, I have the time to fix it, take it off, put something on to soothe it. I rarely have reactions to products, to be honest, but I just don't like to take the chance. So my morning skincare routine, I like to just keep it the same until I run out of the product or until I, finish all the things that I'm using and need to replace it with new things. So my morning skincare routine finally has switched over pretty much to all new products. I was finishing up some serums and lotions and everything in my previous skincare routine that I was using for quite some time, and everything's done now. So here's the whole new batch of products. And so let's get started. I will go through the products as I use them in the steps that I use them. And I'll also be doing in the future, probably in the next month or so, I'm not going to do a skincare routine video. It will be a more comprehensive video about how I take care of my skin. So it's more of an overall general thought process behind the products that I choose and what steps I put them in and why I like one product versus another, or the ingredients that I look for and what I like to match together and what I don't like to mix and match together ingredients wise. So that'll kind of be more of a comprehensive video of me just kind of trying not to ramble. I'll try to make myself some bullet points so I stay on track and keep it rather concise and easy to understand. But today is just specifically on my morning routine, and I'm going to talk about the products that I'm using. So let's get started. First is the cleanser, and I'm using the Eve L'Homme Morning Time Cleanser. This is a very similar product in texture to Eve L'Homme's cult classic standard cleanser. But the main difference is because this is the thick balm, which I really love using thick balms in the morning. I mean, I like using milks or gels, but there's just something about kind of like the massaging motion of a thicker balm in the morning that kind of helps to wake me up a little bit, I guess. So I have been using this one for quite some time now. It is slightly different than the regular Eve L'Homme cleanser because the regular Eve L'Homme cleanser is almost more grainy. So if you have seen it before, you know what I'm talking about. It looks, a lot of people say that when they open the cleanser, they'll look at it and be like, did it go bad? Because it looks lumpy. That's the only way to describe it, and kind of grainy. Not granules as in something that like beads of some sort that you have in like an exfoliator that you can feel on your skin. It's just kind of more of a thicker, grainier, lumpier texture. But it does have some exfoliating properties, definitely. But this morning time cleanser has that thick balm without the kind of grainy texture. So I really, really love this. And it does have the same scent as the other Eve L'Homme cleanser, which is quite strong. It's very aromatic. Some people don't like the smell. It doesn't bother me. Like I said before, I'm rarely bothered by scents. I can deal with a mask or a cream or something that smells awful, and I can deal with it on my face. It's just, I don't even think about it after some time. But I've really been loving this. I don't double cleanse in the morning. I only cleanse once because there's no need, because I'm not wearing any makeup or whatnot. I'm just taking off, the skincare from the night before and just your face in the morning, just keeping it clean. So next, we're gonna go on to toners. The toner that I use, I'm a big fan also of toner pads or facial pads, whether it be exfoliating pads or blemish control pads or that sort of thing. I just did a post a little while ago about some pads, facial pads that I like to use. But I have recently been trying a new liquid toner that I'm loving so much, and it is the La Prairie Cellular Refining Lotion. So I was a little, okay, first of all, the bottle is so pretty. I mean, it's a big bottle. It's like my head. It's like as tall as my head. It's huge. And it's like a blue liquid, so it's absolutely beautiful. I mean, La Prairie products, they are a luxury line, and just the packaging alone is so decadent, so it really kind of enhances the experience. But I only need such a small bit, which you can see I've gone through it, and I've been using it for quite a while now, but it's like I use such a small amount, which is good because it'll last me a while. So I wasn't quite sure. It says it's a refining lotion, and so I first thought maybe it has some acids in it. Does it give any type of exfoliating properties? So I looked through the ingredients and I didn't see any acids listed, which I was a little surprised about because when I use it, I feel that it does slightly tingle on my skin. So I was like, maybe there's some type of acid. I'm all about the acids in my toners. But I didn't see any listed. I could be wrong, but I don't think there are. That being said, I do find that it does tingle a little bit in a refreshing tingle, not that kind of like, ow, tingle. And so when they say it's like refining, I completely agree. So I have like a little bit of tingling, but with that, as soon as that goes away, there's like a feeling of freshness that comes over my skin. It's unlike any toner I have tried before. It really gives me kind of like the best of both worlds almost, because my skin feels incredibly hydrated and smooth afterwards, but any type of congestion I'm having on my skin or especially any breakouts or whatnot, it has not irritated them. It does not, help the breakout continue. It really does a fantastic job at balancing my skin afterwards. And I can't say enough great things about it. This is really, I figured I would like it because I love a lot of La Prairie products, but I didn't think I would like it this much. Especially because I love toners. I do really, really love toners, but I was kind of like, okay, but it really kind of knocked my socks off. So that being said, I could use this just alone because it does manage to strike that perfect balance between a slightly exfoliating feeling and refining feeling, helping with texture and making my skin look more even tone, and then balancing that with an intense feeling of hydration and moisture kind of infused into my skin. But because I'm a skincare lover, I like to follow it up with an additional kind of hydrating product. And it is the Sicily, or this is their Sicilea line, the Essential Skincare Lotion. And this is a new product that they just came out with. So when I first started trying it, I wasn't quite sure what to expect. I first wasn't really sure what it was. I knew what it was, but when I was, because I had learned about it when I was at a press event for them in December, but I had forgotten, and then had tried it again and was kind of like, what does it do again? Because it's really thin and runny. So it says lotion, but I'm like, is it a face lotion? Is it a serum? Anyway, long story long, I use it as an essence. So kind of like the SK2 facial treatment essence or the Shiseido one. And it is, so I just squeeze a little bit into my hand and it's very runny, but not like a water runny. There is a little bit of like a thick gel to it. So it's runny, but in a runny or gel texture. It's very hard to explain, but and I just kind of put a little into my hand and then I just press it into my face. It does so much for my hydration levels on my skin. It really helps to keep my skin so balanced. I will notice a significant difference if I skip it for a day or try something else. My skin does feel like I can feel the dehydration in certain parts. I tend to get a little bit drier in certain parts. I can be a little bit oilier in certain parts. So it really helps overall to help balance my skin, which I think is fantastic. After that, I go in with, after my Essential Skincare Lotion, I go in with my eye cream. So I'm still using, this is not new, I've talked about this, reviewed this already on the blog before, and it's the Goldfaden MD Bright Eyes. And I absolutely love this eye cream. It's a really lightweight kind of cream, and it comes out, it's like a little yellow texture. It's lightweight, but it's still heavy enough to feel like rich under the eyes. I love it because it immediately helps to brighten and hydrate and just make my under eye area just look refreshed and awake. And then it's called dark bright eyes. So I mean, that's kind of what it's gonna give you. And it does kind of give me definitely a subtle radiance underneath the eyes, which I really like. And it has such a wonderful smell. So I've really been loving this for the daytime. I mean, you can use it at night, but I specifically love it during the day because it wears beautifully under my makeup and under concealer and really helps to counteract any type of darkness that I'm struggling with, especially in the morning underneath my eyes. So after that, then I go on to my face serum. And right now I'm using the Drunk Elephant C Firma Day Serum. And this is a vitamin C serum. And I only need 1 pump of this because it's very thin and runny. So when you pump it into your hands, it kind of like runs all over the place. But if I use any more than 1 pump, it gets sticky or tacky on my skin. So 1 pump, I can absorb it into the skin and it will kind of not stay tacky in the skin, but any more than 1 pump and I can almost feel a little bit too tacky. But I really enjoy this one because it has a strong, it has vitamin C in it, and it's great. First of all, as soon as you put it on, you can really see your skin kind of like perk up and wake up. It leaves your skin almost somewhat glowing, and it can be kind of almost like a dewy finish, which I really like that. It makes my skin look very fresh and radiant, but I do need to counteract because I'm oily with something later on that I use. But I really am enjoying this one. I mean, vitamin C is an ingredient that I seek out in products in my skincare routine. I always like to have regular vitamin C products in my routine because vitamin C is great at brightening, helping even out skin tone, correct any type of age spots, sun damage, all sorts of things like that. So really loving this. And this is a new line to Sephora. It's not a new line in general, but it is a new line to Sephora. So that's exciting. So if you've heard about Drunk Elephant and you kind of wasn't sure what kind of products to try, I've really been loving their C Firma Day Serum. They also make a night treatment that I've been liking as well. I'll be reviewing that on the blog as well. So followed up with a serum. Because the serum is slightly tacky on my skin, like I said, 1 pump, it absorbs in, but I still need a moisturizer on top. And I'm using the Gold Fadden Vital Boost, and it's just a nice daily moisturizer. And first of all, I've been loving a lot of Gold Fadden products in general. But I was really kind of excited to try this because I heard a lot of good things about it. So it's a nice, balanced day cream. So it comes out as a cream. It's not a lotion, but it has the feel and lightness of a lotion with the richness that you need from a cream, if that makes any sense. It's kind of the best of both worlds. And it's extremely refreshing on the skin. So it really, like it says Vital Boost, it really gives your skin like a nice boost. It really helps your skin look very vibrant and plump and smooth and definitely even tone, which I really like. I also find that you can use it morning and night actually. I like it for the day, however, because I have a lot of other things I'm trying out at night. So I keep this specifically for the day. And like I said, it really helps to just wake up my skin as that final step before I kind of start the rest of the process of my makeup. And also I love the way it wears underneath my makeup. And I really like the scent. But it's just a really great basic moisturizer. And I don't find that I get too oily from it. I find that it gives my skin kind of a nice, natural finish. Not too matte or not too shiny, which I like. But it's just a natural finish. And I could, if I wanted to, like, on the weekends or whatever, I'll just throw that on and maybe just a little bit of sunscreen. And that's it. Like I can just run about and do things I need to do during the day. I really feel like it's just a great product to wear, and I don't have to feel like I have to put something else on my skin. Because sometimes I'll wear lotions or whatnot and they're too shiny or they're too too moisturizing or whatever, and I'm like, whoa. I mean, I really like it, but I'm just so shiny that I almost have to put makeup on to kind of tone it down. I didn't feel that way with this. It's such a great moisturizer. I'm really loving that. So then on to SPF. So I'm alternating between two different SPFs right now. Sorry. And the first is the Invisiblur Perfecting Shield by Murad. This stuff has gotten quite a lot of buzz because, first of all, it looks like it's a clear bottle and it says Invisiblur, so that right off the bat like gets everybody excited because you're like, oh my gosh, is it like a blurring? Is it a primer? So it really has like a priming aspect to it. So it comes out like a very thick, like a primer texture. You probably can't see it, but it's like it has that feel of silicone. I'm not gonna lie. So if you really hate that kind of feeling of that silicone can have that real slippy, kind of that thick texture and then the slip that it gives to the skin, this may not be for you. I tend not to be a fan of silicone type feeling primers and whatnot, but I really enjoy this because no matter how much I rub at it, it doesn't start to beat up for me. And it just instantly mattifies the skin, which I love. And it really helps to just like blur imperfections. Like I could just kind of smooth it over my skin and it kind of pulls everything together. It helps to like minimize the appearance of my pores. It helps to kind of make everything smooth and even tone and kind of one color. I mean, there's no color to this, but it helps to just kind of smooth everything as if my skin kind of had something on it and it was just all now looking smooth and even. Absolutely love this stuff. It wears beautifully under makeup, and the fact that it has SPF is like a total bonus. So on the days that I'm feeling super oily, I'm using this one, but I've also discovered another one that I'm really enjoying as well, so I kind of just alternate between the two. And it is the Radical Skin Perfecting Screen SPF 30. I love this one. It has a little bit of a tint to it, which I really kind of didn't realize it had that. But I like it. It's a really light tint. I don't know if you can see. It's like it looks kind of white on camera, but it is just an ever so slight tint to the skin, and I like that because I can wear this on the weekends when I don't want to wear any makeup, and it does help to give me a little bit of coverage as a, like, you know, just a little bit of evening out of my areas that I'm red or whatnot, so I don't have to wear a foundation on top. And it feels amazing on the skin. It's very lightweight. It's more of a runny liquid, but super lightweight, gives a natural finish, not completely matte, obviously not like the Invisiblur, but somewhat like a natural, moving towards a natural matte finish. And I love it because it doesn't add any additional oil to my skin. I'm not oily in the middle of the day. It doesn't make my skin more oily. It doesn't feel like anything is on the skin, which I really enjoy. Sometimes, you know, when you're using so many products, you'll kind of put this on or put an additional product on. You're like, oh, it feels like it's sitting on my skin. I don't feel that way at all with this. That's what I really love about this SPF. Some SPFs that I've used in the past, while I really enjoy them, I can feel that like kind of final step on my skin. This kind of like immediately soaks in, feels great on the skin, and it's SPF 30, which is great. So that's it. I've kind of rambled on long enough. I knew this was going to be kind of a long one. So I will make sure to list and link all of the products that I talked about in the video down below in the comments section. And be sure to leave me any comments or questions that you may have, and stay tuned for the video I'm going to have coming up on my kind of comprehensive how I take care of my skin video. That should be a good one, and I'll definitely be talking about some products that I love here and there. So stay tuned for that, and I will talk to you guys soon. All right, thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.